Okay, I kind of fucked up a little bit, nothing crazy. Last week I posted a video talking about all the essentials, all of the main things that we bring to a planting season. There were a couple things that I forgot, so this video I am going to go over all the extra stuff, all of the non-essential items that make our lives a lot easier as tree planters, and the things that we bring that you don't necessarily need. But before I get into that, I'm going to quickly cover the couple of things that I forgot to mention last week that are very fucking essential. The first thing I wasn't actually going to bring up at all. It didn't really fit essentials or non-essentials. I didn't even think about it, to be honest, but Brittany was like, you gotta mention it. It's your fucking planter bags. You know, this is what you carry the trees in. If you're a rookie, this doesn't apply to you because you're gonna get these at camp, but as a vet, this is one of the most essential things that you could bring. Second being your shovel. This baby right here has planted almost 1 million trees. John White, I know you're probably gonna watch his video, bring up some bullshit about how we switched shovels that one shift in our rookie season. Shut the fuck up, I've accounted for that. This has planted 815,000 trees. It is the most essential because I refuse to use any other shovel until I hit 1 million with it. So yeah, planter bags and your shovel are essential. So is a fucking towel. So I forgot to bring those things up. This is pretty, you know, common sense, but figured I would mention it anyways. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about that is essential that I forgot. This is, for us, the most essential thing. And that is Cruz, AKA Shmoo, AKA the boy, AKA a little fucking warrior with Blasto. Yeah, this boy right here, he hates this, by the way. He is the most essential thing for us. So he's on the packing list, of course. Come here. But not for everybody. This week, I'm gonna go over all the non-essential stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. These are all of the non-essential items that you don't necessarily need to bring, but will make your life a lot easier. To be honest, this is the earliest I have ever been packed for a season of tree planting. Usually it's like 2 hours before I leave, not 2 weeks before I leave do I have everything kind of collected together. I shouldn't say I'm packed. I'm definitely not even fucking remotely packed, but everything is in this room and I got a big fucking bag back. It's all gonna be going in here. I might not be packed, but everything is collected because usually shit I don't use during the off seasons, like my camp chairs. There's a lot of stuff in closets at my girlfriend's all over the place. But because of last week's video and this week's, I've got, I would say 95% of what I'm bringing in a room, which is pretty fucking sweet. So everybody should start a YouTube channel because it makes you do shit early. And now here I am ready to go. So let's get into the non-essential stuff. Stuff that isn't needed, but will make your life a lot easier. And this is everything that we are going to be packing and bringing that isn't on an essentials packing list. Before I begin, huge shout out to Sarah. I cannot wait until I finally meet you. I already know that you're like 10 times cooler than your daughter. I don't even need to meet you to know that because I know her and the bar is set pretty. I'm kidding, Steph, I love you too. But thank you, Sarah, for watching all these videos. It does mean a lot that you are somebody who I've never even spoken to, but you are just so supportive. So I appreciate you. I was gonna dedicate this video to you, but it's fucking boring. So I'm going to dedicate one of the cooler planting videos to you in the future. So keep watching and thank you for all your support. It's pretty sweet. So like last week, I got my little, I don't know if you can see it, my little fucking whiteboard over there. That has got all of the stuff written on it. And I'm just gonna go through one at a time, all the different things that we are gonna be bringing. It's funny because I honestly should call these videos Midnight's packing list and then Brittany's packing list because the video last week is what I would bring. I bring the bare minimum. I always forget shit. This week, I like everything you see in this video, I bring now because of Brittany. It's just not stuff that I brought in my seasons before her. This is all stuff that she started bringing and I was like, holy fuck, my life is so much easier now that I got this stuff. First things first are lights. Like these fucking, holy shit. These things, I'm telling you right now, I always went with the my phone flashlight, which worked, but having like a lamp or a lantern like that hanging from your tent, or having like these fun little things, how does this work? These genuinely make your life so much easier. Oh my God. These make your lives a lot easier. So I'm definitely going to include this. I just broke it. Brittany's gonna fucking kill me. So those are two things we're gonna bring, the two lights. I don't know why everything's a fucking rave right now. After that, this thing is awesome. Last week I talked about having a portable charger. Brittany and I bring this. We have a lot of things that we charge. We charge Cruz's collar. We charge both of our phones, headphones, stuff like that. I am bringing like a lot of cameras this year to charge. So having something like this, a lot of people do bring it. They're expensive, and I wouldn't get this if there wasn't two of us in the tents. A portable charger works fine, but because there's so many things that the two of us are charging, we invested last season in getting one of these, and it was awesome. So this will just charge. You can see all the ports. It charges pretty much fucking everything, and it lasts like an entire shift for us, so we don't have to leave stuff outside, and we can charge everything at once. This thing is great, but if it's just you don't really need it, and they are pricey. Quite the investment, so having two people to pay for it is a lot easier. I wrote down extra planting gear as well. So last week I kind of talked about like planting clothes, but there are a lot of extra things that you don't really need. I'm not going to go through that in this video. That's going to be a separate video, everything that I bring to the block and wear to the block. But it's just stuff like gloves and these buffs. I wear these buffs, one here, one up here. So I'm going to talk about that in a future video. So that is extra stuff. I bring like 10 of these, and I bring a couple pairs of gloves, but I only really wear one. I'll talk about that later. This is one thing. The next thing, this is a Brittany thing. I never thought about this. I always use a garbage bag, but I'm fucking telling you, a laundry bag, holy shit, my glove. A laundry bag, honestly, this year was like $5 at Walmart. This is incredibly game changing. It makes doing your laundry on the days off so much easier, keeping it organized. You're not putting it in a garbage bag like most other people. Throughout the shift, it's, you know, keep it outside. It's very airy. It's awesome. So this is something that is very cheap, but the seasons that I did not have one of these versus the season with it, it's just great, fucking a great thing to have. So I just thought about something. This is a hammock. Hammock is the next thing. This is more of a Brittany thing. I sit on the hammock every now and then. A lot of people bring out hammocks. Not often are you going to find a place to put them, but it is something great to have. But this just made me think of something else that I don't have in this fucking room. So I lied earlier when I said I was pretty much packed, but I'm going to grab it. I'm bringing my slack line. So it's kind of similar. It's something that you attach to a couple of trees. Not always going to be able to find a spot for it, but this is something that I'm bringing. This was, I think, all last season I used it once or twice, but that was just because of a lack of areas to put it. But this is a great thing, kind of hand in hand with a hammock. You know, it's a great, like, for me, this is very relaxing. Laying in the hammock is very relaxing. You got to set it up on trees, but this is a couple things that we're going to be bringing as well. This next one's funny. I never would have thought of this. I could be planting for the next 20 years. I never would have thought of bringing one of these. It's a fucking doormat. This is what's at the front of my apartment when you walk in. Brittany actually has a bigger one, and we bring hers. But having this at the front of your tent when you walk in is just such a blessing. It keeps all of the dirt, because you are going to be going into your tent covered in dirt. You're going to be going in muddy. You're going to be going in dirty. Having a mat at the front that catches all of that, it's so easy to like lift it up out of the tent and just fucking dust it out. It is a great thing to bring. They roll up. They're easy to pack. Again, I said before that we're bringing a truck. Everything gets packed in Britt's truck, so we can afford to bring things that are a little bit more tougher to pack if you don't have a vehicle. But if you do have a way to bring one of those, it is very game changing. Not a lot of people think about it, but that kind of leads into the next thing. We always bring a dustpan and something like this. Again, I never bought these in my rookie seasons or my earlier seasons, but just every day off, it is really relaxing to clean your tent and organize it and just get it ready for the shift, like the upcoming shift. So not a lot of people bring these, but you will find quite a few at camp. I definitely suggest just bringing a small one of your own. Very easy to just bring up all the sand and all the dust, everything that's in your tent, and keep it clean, keep it tidy. I always buy a new one of these for the season. But it's a camp chair, and I fucking found another one. I have two chairs. I had no idea where this one came from. I don't know. I don't think this is mine, to be honest, but it was with this chair in my other closet. But bringing these are great. This is a funny thing that like every year I bring one and I put it at the fire on like day one, and then I never fucking see it again. So as long as everybody brings a chair, everybody's got a place to sit down, but it doesn't really turn into a situation where you only sit in your chair. But I don't know why I'm opening it. What am I doing? But yeah, bringing a camp chair. Usually camps will have their own chairs. A lot of the time, the camp I go to don't really like the chairs at the fire, so we all bring one of these. It's not gonna last a season. I say that, but apparently these two fucking did. So I always just get Ozark Trail, like a cheap $25 one from Canadian Tire, and it always works. This is another Brittany thing. This is tarps and rope. So every season I've gone with just a tent, and I set up the tent. I don't put a tarp over it. I don't put a tarp underneath it. I don't have like nothing like that. It was a very simple setup, and it worked for me. Kept me dry, kept my stuff dry. But Brittany likes to do a lot of like porches and using the rope to create like a clothesline. And to be completely honest, it is really great having like a proper setup. It's not just your tent at the full exposure of the elements. You actually have covering for that, and tarps and rope is the best way to do it. So highly suggest it. There's always people going around looking for extra tarps, but don't be those people. Just bring your own stuff that's, you know, you're gonna be able to make a nice little covering of your tent, and putting it underneath your tent to keep the water out is really good too. And the last thing, it's not in here, but I'm gonna grab it. Oh fuck. Cooking equipment. We got ourselves a little propane stove on the bottom and a barbecue on the top. So this is one of those things, again, very hard to bring around with you if you don't have a vehicle. But usually, not every contract, but most contracts, you get, most companies, you get fed during the work days, but on the days off, you're in charge of your own food. Now, a lot of people just go into town, get fast food, buy readily made sandwiches or whatever at the grocery store. But you could just buy food that you can cook. So that's something that we did last season and the season before. We brought the stove 2 years ago. Last year, we got the little barbecue as well. We did some like crew barbecues with it, which is really cool. We cooked like barbecues and sausages for the whole crew. Had a little crew potluck. If you wanted to get like steaks or, you know, cook eggs, whatever you wanted to cook, having your own little setup is pretty great. Really hard to travel with that kind of stuff if you don't have a vehicle, like I said, but it is something that we like to use and we bring it to every season. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to bring the barbecue this year. So it looks like we're just doing stovetop stuff, but that's okay too. This is something that Britt, I don't think I asked for this to put in, but she put an umbrella. I don't really give a fuck. You're a tree planter. You're gonna get wet. I don't think this is essential. I don't think it's not essential. I don't even think it's supposed to be like on a fucking list. But you want to bring an umbrella? Sure. I don't remember if I asked Britt to bring this over from her place, but it's in this room, so it's coming with us. Although I don't think it's gonna see a whole lot of use from me. But yeah, aside from that, I'm pretty sure that is all of the stuff that the non-essential stuff that we bring. Again, like I said last week, there's a lot of like, I feel like the one thing that I'm not really gonna go over are toiletry items or like entertainment. Aside from those two things, everything I talked about last week and this week is how we go through our season. I am going to do another video where I'm going into like what I wear and the kind of clothes that I pack and what I bring to the block. So everything I put in my bag, like the stuff that I use for the workday. Everything I talked about those last 2 weeks have mostly just been like camp life stuff and you know, how to survive as a tree planter and not really how to operate in the job. So I'll do that in a later video, but I'm pretty sure I got everything. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, I don't pack or that Brittany doesn't pack that other people might think of. Like maybe you're gonna bring a cooler, which I have a giant cooler right in front of me, which isn't coming, but I was using it as a stand earlier. But there's a lot of things that maybe I didn't talk about that you want to bring. This is just what we bring. And there are a couple things that I may not have talked about. I know Brittany brings a sewing kit to repair any damaged clothing that we wear, which is always coming collect. She's always fucking fixing my pants. And that, I don't have that with me, but I thought I'd talk about it. And there's probably some other things too. I'm looking around. I'm pretty sure I covered everything in here. This is, again, like the stuff that I would bring, and I'm probably forgetting some shit. So don't get upset at me if I forgot to mention something that you think is essential or you don't think is essential but makes your life easier. So yeah, thank you for watching. I don't know what day it is, but I will be putting a tree in the ground in exactly 2 weeks from now. So it is 2 Thursdays. According to the new schedule, in 2 Thursdays from now, my first tree is going to be going in the ground. I'm recording this on a Thursday. So yeah, we're getting close to that time. Got a couple more videos of me in this room or maybe me outside testing some of my new cameras while I record. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Again, these videos are kind of fun. I'm just sort of like in my room, like fucking throwing shit around and showing you all the cool things we bring. Like, look at all my stuff. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sarah, for watching. And a little shout out for you. I'll probably start making that a normal thing where I'll just randomly shout you out. So yeah, thank you. Love you all. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Look out for my video next week where I'm going to be going over everything I wear and everything I bring to the block. And in the meantime, 2 steps tree, baby. Don't forget. Fuck, did I just say 2 steps tree? 2 steps tree. So anyways, those were the few things that were essential that I forgot to talk about last week. Get up here. I look like fucking King Kong. Jump on me. Get up. Hugs. Oh, good boy. Oh, yes, good boy.